3, 2, 1, cut. And just so we're clear, everything went well as usual. The video in this disc, to put it simply, is too much for anyone to handle. Guess what it's used for? Go on, give me the most ridiculous answer you can think of. A little tip. Think like a modern person. The development of technology allows us to save a lot of things as digital data nowadays. Yes, it's a last record. A video is much more convenient than sitting down with a pen. Data secured. Pointer, do you want me to add your part to the video now? Or maybe later?
Preferably never. This whole last record thing is your passion. Besides, I know nothing about material sciences.
But you spent so much time transcoding the incantation. You simply must show up in my video. Please, I insist. We're a team. We shouldn't miss anyone's perspective, no?
Yes.
Super. Then let's take a look at our work so far and learn from our mistakes. Well, my mistakes. Pointer and I had been working on the teleport disk at the Placid's Cosmodrome. More specifically, our interim mission was to determine how to transport supplies to space stations and spacecraft using teleport incantations. The ultimate goal being to achieve stable, safe, and long-distance teleportation to outer space viable for living organisms. The project had been going smoothly until we received some bad news. Due to a policy change at Laplace, most projects in Placid's were being suspended. Fortunately, the bad news was followed by a small amount of good. Madame Lucy said if we could send a monitor to space to collect data when the storm arrived, we'd be allowed to continue with our project. It was a vital opportunity to make our contribution to deciphering the storm. There were only 3 major issues to solve: manpower, energy supply, and determination. As you can see, the first 2 issues have been solved by our new members. Thank you all for your help. Especially our brave little astronaut. The plan is now simple. She'll fly into space, reach the required altitude, launch the monitor, and zero in on the correct coordinates. And then she'll contact ground control to come home. Her arcane skill will protect her from any possible danger caused by pressure or heat in the vacuum of space. Then finally, she will activate the teleport disk, and we will activate our receiver on the ground. Ta-da! Everyone will arrive in Laplace's Arctic branch safe and sound to acclaim and accolades from all around the scientific world. Well, that's a simple framework of the plan, but we still have tons of minor problems to tackle first. Our top priority is improving the long-distance positioning accuracy of the teleport disk. We've already begun testing our latest prototypes, though the last test didn't end well. We're still searching for the cause of that particular catastrophic error, but we won't let it stop us. This was no more than an inevitable roadblock, a small accident on the way to technological progress.
Elizabeth, if we are going to have any chance of learning from our mistakes, we can't run away from our problems.
All right. That last test was a week ago. Same as the last time. Though we've made some improvements, we still need an intelligent creature to run the test. And I guess it'll be me again.
Are you sure? Considering the danger and your value to the project, I think you ought to let me.
How can I ask anyone to try my invention if I wouldn't use it myself? Now, what are you waiting for? Get to the safe zone. Oh, and remember to secure the blast door.
Miss Kipperina asked about the test yesterday as she was feeding the fish. She said she's been able to control her power more now. You'd be much safer with her help. We're a team, right? We sink or swim together.
My training just finished. I hope I'm not late, Miss Elizabeth.
Well, we did have a pretty bad accident, but thanks to Kipperina's arcane skill, no one was too badly hurt. Windsong is one cool teacher, and that girl's a phenomenal student. The margin of error remained high, a significant problem for sure. But we'd learned our lesson after spending all that time recovering in the ward. That is, that we should prepare for the worst, so that those who survive will know what to do with, our legacy. Our last record matters, my friend.
I don't think that's what Pointer meant when she told us to learn from our mistakes.
Again, I emphasize that safety must come first in the lab. It is my first and most important protocol. Windsong and I left for all of 10 minutes, and by the time we got back, each and every one of you ended up on death's door. And now I find out you've even petitioned for a postponed evacuation. This is getting ridiculous.
You know how tight the schedule is now that the storm emergency plan has been activated, don't you? The silver lining is that now we know that we have exactly 3 months. We can still optimize the procedure and improve the disk and...
Enough, Sylvie!
Oh, come on, friends. Can we just calm down and discuss our schedule over dinner? I believe Miss Pointer was only trying to suggest a better plan.
I am. I suggest we stop all work on this project immediately.
What? Why? The situation really isn't that dire.
Miss Elizabeth is right. We shouldn't be discouraged over one accident, Miss Pointer. The damage wasn't too severe.
Only 3 months left, yet our latest achievement was a total catastrophe. I know what you're all thinking, that the odds are still good, and it's more or less safe to continue. But all that is a weighted gamble. Nothing matters more than your lives.
Pointer, what do you think the odds are, really?
Without diving into the calculations, it's around a 70% chance in theory. But my logic is screaming something else in my ear.
You don't have to take that risk, Pointer.
I know what I'm doing. Nothing's guaranteed in the world of science. The risk is too high. I can't allow it.
But it's like we always say, there's nothing guaranteed in the world of science. You never know before you take that fateful step.
My analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. You could even... You've seen how things, places, people just disappear in the storm. You need to stop this insanity before that happens to us. Don't you understand?
I really don't. Why should we stop? No, you're right. We shouldn't pretend as if it's normal to risk our lives for this. At the end of the day, if we die, our research dies with us. But if something were to happen to the team, you would be the one to survive. That's why I want you to keep our records, to take down everything in case the worst happens. Here.
I won't take it. And I won't submit this petition for you. I can't stand by and let you kill yourselves. I'm done. I quit.